it'll be easier to like see your sizes and shit.
Right.
Like, yeah, nigga, all I have is mediums. You know this.
Exactly. So make it look more like a shopping experience.
Nah, that'd be fire.
So yeah.
So what is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 18.
Dude, I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure it's 18.
I feel like we loud as hell.
I just got this up early on.
Oh, okay.
How's that? That's better.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
Sweet.
No, it's the volume is on the mic itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what episode we on.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's 18. I'm pretty sure
18.
it's 18.
All right, welcome back to episode 18 of the Block Talk podcast.
What's popping, man? We've been off a couple weeks.
Yeah, we've been off a couple of weeks. We had some time strong, you know. We was going hard for a minute. Now we got to get back to regular life and shit.
Right?
But unfortunately, the good thing is we back now. So 2 episodes from 20. Y'all know every 10 episodes we do a live episode. So be ready for episode 20. Other than that, man, what you been up to, G?
Dog, since the last pod, bruh.
Yeah.
So much.
Nothing
really good.
Oh, that's not good. It's never good news.
Yo, so I forgot what it was, but me and my girl went to New Orleans for her birthday. The weekend before her birthday, we went to New Orleans. But this was the same weekend that Hurricane Ida came through.
Big Ida.
Dog, Big I. So we get there. We on the plane, we get there. We walk into the hotel or whatever. The first thing the niggas say to us, y'all know it's a hurricane coming, right?
Nigga ain't even say hello.
Like, no. He said, y'all go check in.
Right.
And I looked over at my girl and I'm like, no, I didn't know that, did you? She like, no. And I'm like, well, we didn't flew here, so yeah, check us in, please. So we get there, we chilling, we having a good time. And then, you know, we hearing more and more about this hurricane. They talking about how it's going to be almost as strong as Katrina and all of this other stuff. But, you know, it's new, so they got to hype it up and make it seem like everybody's going to die tomorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like how they be like in Michigan, they be like, we're going to get 16 feet of snow, and then it's like a light dusting. Like I was misled. So me and my girl, we down there, we on Bourbon Street, we chilling, you know, having a good time drinking, girls flashing their titties and shit.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I had beads so I could start strong arming bitches, but I didn't. So, like, you want these beads, don't you?
I got these beads.
Yeah. And so we was there, we was chilling, smoking, drinking, having a good time, right? And that night, Spirit had sent me an email saying, you know that flight y'all got on Sunday? We canceling that today. And it was Friday. And our flight was supposed to leave Sunday morning. I'm talking like 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah, early Sunday.
Yeah, and they were saying that the hurricane wasn't supposed to come until later that night, like around 9 p.m. So, nigga, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm back in Michigan. I'm gone. But they like, no, we just go cancel it.
And just in general.
So I'm like, shoot. So I told my girl, I'm like, yeah, they canceled our flight. And she's like, damn. And I'm like, yeah, damn. So she was like, and they had rescheduled us too. So, you know, she was all smoking and drinking and shit. So she like, well, shit, sometimes, you know, a flight get delayed, like somebody got to do something with the kid or whatever, right? So I'm like, cool, I'll chill, I'll wait. I ain't really got nothing waiting for me. So I'm cool. And then that Saturday, I had woke up. She like, hey, nigga, you woke? I'm like, no, I'm not. So she said she let me sleep another 30 minutes, but I think it was more like 5 for real. And then she said, no, that hurricane coming, man, we gotta go. And I'm like, you just said like you was cool. No, we gotta go. So we packed up all of our stuff, we checked out, and we had to get a rental car. And then, and I want to say, I left so much money on the table that weekend.
I bet.
Because I ended up booking another flight, and then she said, well, like, don't book another flight because they go cancel that one too. And I'm like, I thought it was just some Spirit gang shit because Spirit is Spirit. But I had booked like American for the second one. So I ended up having to cancel that one. But then they don't give a refund if it's less than 24 hours to your flight time. And I was leaving in like a couple hours. That's on my flight. So I'm like, whatever, this sucks. And we ended up renting a car. We drove from Louisiana back to Michigan. So we drove through Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama down there too. I miss Alabama, and Ohio and Michigan.
That's a drive, baby.
Man, I'm telling you, it was 16 hours, bro. We literally drove cross country.
That's a drive.
Man, I came back like, nigga, driving ain't shit. Nah. I'm like, you want to drive to Chicago for the day, nigga? Like, fuck it. Like, 4 hours. 4 hours, that ain't shit. My girl hit me today, like, you want to drive us to Great Wolf Lodge for Thanksgiving weekend? I'm like,
fuck yeah.
4 hours, nigga? That ain't shit, nigga. Like, hell yeah.
That's a blink.
Man, hell yeah, I'll drive that shit by myself, solo, nigga. And, so that was my New Orleans experience. And then I got pulled over by a cop. And I was going to get my girl some food. And these cops had stopped me out in Warren. Mm-hmm. And they were like, where are you coming from? I'm like, I'm coming from my girl house. They said, did you guys get into a fight? I'm like, no way.
Right.
And then I started like breathing heavy because I'm like, I got these 2 white cops on me. I'm like, oh my God, I've seen this so many times.
Unfortunately.
I've seen this so many times. I do not want to be this nigga. So I started breathing heavy as hell.
Right.
And then he said, you okay? He's like, you kind of short on breath. And I'm like, well, y'all just kind of like pulled up on me. So like, I need a minute. Then he said, yeah, step outside. You can take a minute outside the car. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, see,
I gotta step out. And he said, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. So they had me on the back of my car. They all searching me and shit. Then these niggas put me in handcuffs, right? No, at no point did these niggas ask me my name.
Right.
They do not. I'm in handcuffs and they don't know my name.
Right.
And they set me on the hood of the cop car, and then 2 more cops pulled up. And it's four white cops right here right now. And I'm like, oh my God, I got on sandals. I'm like,
I can't whoop a nigga ass like this.
And the thing is, I wasn't gonna outrun nobody, no way. But the fact that I had on these fucking sandals, I'm like, fuck. So they went on and they asked me, they was like, who car is this registered to? I'm like, this is my car. It's registered to me, got insurance, got tags, everything. This is me. And then they had went back to the car, they did some shit, and they let me go. But nigga, why didn't you just run my plates?
Right.
In the first place?
Right.
Nigga. Like, I didn't like none of that. And I'm telling you, I've never played Fuck the Police so loud. Like, I didn't know my radio got that loud, man. I put on the bass booster and everything, dog. Like, I could not fucking believe it.
Man.
And, you know, I was being chill. And I know for a fact, if I was one of the more, like niggas who tried to, like, cause a problem or whatever, or tried to, like, challenge them niggas.
It'd have been over.
Yeah. And I'm like, let me just let me comply, as they say. Let me just comply. And
low key, they breaking the law. Like, why are you complying? Because they never asked you. You know, they never. What's probable cause? They never told you anything.
Nothing.
They just told you get the fuck out the car.
Get the fuck out the car.
Yeah, which was.
And then after they let me go, they said, yeah, some dude in the car like this, like same kind of description as you.
Of course, same kind of description.
Yeah. I mean, like, dog, what the fuck do that mean? Like, what if that nigga had dreads or something, bro? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't fucking know. And it was like, it was in Warren on fucking Topher. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we live on Topher too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sucks. You had to go through that. Both experiences. New Orleans ruined a nice little vacation or whatever. Shout out to Hurricane Ida. Shout out to everybody that's safe from that stuff down there. But also coming back home and had to go through that bullshit. Like,
yeah,
that's a very traumatic experience for any black man, for white cops, and for just one person. That don't, whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, man. Glad you're back here, safe. Mm-hmm. You and a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything works out for your next trip. I want to go to Houston.
Bro, you should come to Vegas.
I don't want to go to Vegas.
Bro, you should come.
I don't want to go to Vegas.
Bro, I'm asking you live on pod, bro. You should come. We look. Don't have.
No. I wasn't hiding. I was waiting for you to finish your topic so I could say
no. Look, so I mean, my girl is going and they other friend is going.
I know.
Oh, you know?
I know.
Oh, you just like no. Okay, why not?
Cause I don't know. Just Vegas just don't seem like my scene. So like I said, I've seen pictures and videos of people doing stuff outside of Vegas or whatever that seemed pretty interesting. The ATV riding and, going out in the desert and all that shit or whatever. That seemed cool. But just right now, I'm just not interested in it. So maybe later.
You should go. But we all going for New Year's, bro. You should come.
Nah, I'm good. Like I said, I want to go to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go to New Orleans, but you know, a lot of that stuff down there I can't even eat. But I would like to still go anyway.
Oh yeah, the food was good.
I'm sure it was.
It was.
I'm sure it was, man. But dude, oh man, speaking of food, so for some reason I got into this crazy. No, I know exactly what it was. I was listening to a podcast, and they started talking about the Drake album, and then they went to You Only Live Twice. And I'm like, you know, as much as I'm not a big Drake fan or whatever, I'll be the first person to tell you, Drake and Ross do not miss. These niggas is 100 from 100 from the field. I swear, like anything, these niggas don't miss. So they started playing Drake verse, and then I heard the beat. I mean, they started playing Ross verse, and I heard the beat. And I'm like, this sound like some Ross shit. Like, oh, that's what I get hype. I'm like, dog, Ross kill shit on this like luxurious beat. Like, nigga, I want to go out and buy a yacht. Like, I want to go do some shit.
So get the Bentley yacht,
nigga, for real. I want to park my boat in my yacht. Like, give me that one. So I'm listening, like, oh, this nigga Ross killed this shit. Drake come on, he killed it. I'm like, bet this shit dope, right? So then I'm like, yo, like, I start thinking about all of the songs that Ross killed back in the day, like with that Justice League kind of beat or whatever, like that's just that rich talk. So I'm like, dog, I gotta play some Ross. So I go and I play all of this old Rick Ross. I'm talking about back from like
Hustling.
Yeah, like I skipped Hustling, but I went to the very first Port of Miami, and then all the way up, just playing all Rick Ross.
Well, that's the album I meant. That's the album I meant.
Yeah. So yeah, playing that album all the way till current Rick Ross, and I'm playing, and he got to his one song on there, on one of them albums, and he be like, something cooking like I'm Papa Do's, and I was like, oh, I know what that means now. I know what that means. Yeah, I was at work tripping, like, oh, Papa Do's, oh, shit. Like, when I first heard it, I was young, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Right.
But now I'm like, oh, that's the restaurant down there. Oh, that's dope. But yeah, it was, I was in a good mood, y'all. I tell you.
Like, when you catch that reference 10 years later.
Hey, I was like 12 years late. but I got it. I was so happy, yo. I was so happy. But yeah, man, like I said, like, oh my God. Like I said, Drake and Ross just don't miss, man. Drake and Ross just don't miss. And it's like, speaking of which, we could just go into this album review now. We can talk about both Donda and Certified Lover Boy. I'll be the first person to say I didn't listen to either one of them. I heard a couple tracks off each one. I heard the Kid Cudi track on Certified Lover Boy. I heard the Jay-Z track. I heard the Rick Ross track. But that's about it. And I'm not that impressed. With the Ross track, of course I'm impressed. But like for everything else I did hear and then what other people played for me, I was like, okay, you know, I'm not that impressed. But him addressing like Drake, not Drake, him addressing what's that, 7 a.m. on Bridal Street, whatever.
Oh yeah.
That.
Oh, when Drake tell you what time it is, it's a smash.
Yeah. So that one, you know, I love rap beef. Like, fuck around, dick get hard for rap beef. Like, nigga, who beefing? Like, I love it. I love rap beef. So I had to hear that one. But I didn't really care too much for the whole album, other than a couple of songs.
Well, I don't like I say, you can't say that because you didn't listen to the whole album.
Yeah. Donda, I only got a few songs in. I like the one with him and Fabio, Off the Grid.
Oh yeah,
that one fire.
Yeah.
And I got to the first version of Jail.
With Jay-Z.
Yeah. And that's about it. Like, honestly, I didn't really give it a thorough playthrough, but I just got bored after so many songs. I was like, okay, I'm done with this. And then I'll went on to something else. So as somebody who's listened to both, what do you think?
So I think they're both good in their own ways, but they are different, and I don't really think they're comparable outside that they're both music. Cause
no, I'm not saying compare. I'm saying what's better. Yeah, I'm asking like, what do you think of Certified Lover Boy?
Well, you know, a lot of people were instantly comparing them because they came out a week apart.
Yeah.
So I want to say to that you really can't compare them because they're different.
Well, not only the fact they came out a week apart, but these niggas been beefing for the past like 2 years now. So
yeah. So my thing with Donda is if I went to a church service and some of these tracks came on, I'm coming back next week. I'm definitely coming back next week.
Same time tomorrow.
Like he said, he was off the grid. Like he going to jail tonight. Like that. Like I feel like the Donda album is an album that was meant to be heard live.
Okay.
It sounds like it's meant to be heard with real instruments, real choirs, everything. I feel like if you heard that album, like if you went to like a Kanye show and they did that album live, you would love the album.
Right.
You would love the album.
Okay.
And with Certified Lover Boy, it was a weird rap singing mix. It's not the typical mix that he normally does. I guess it was more singy, but even on some of the singy tracks, I felt like his melody wasn't usually as tight as it normally is. And my favorite song off the Drake one was Girls Want Girls with Lil Baby. That was my shit. Like when I had listened to the album when it was coming out, I was playing Madden or something, and that song came on and my body just started moving on its own. I'm like, oh shit. Like, and that's how you know when the music takes over your body. And they're both decent albums, and honestly, I'd probably score them both 7 out of 10.
Okay. That I mean, as somebody who hasn't listened to either one of them, I really can't speak on it. But
yo, do you feel like the streaming era has hurt the way people consume music?
Most definitely.
Cause I know back in the day you were a CD buyer a bit. Cause I know like when Lupe lasers came out. Yeah, Lupe. I remember you had hit me up. You was like, yo, buy Lupe lasers or some shit like that. And I think I have bought it on like Amazon or something. And it's something about when you go out, you spend your money on something, you be like, no, I spent $12 on this album. I'm gonna listen to $12 worth of this album. Exactly. You're not gonna like, no offense, but do what you did, listen to 2 songs and be like, oh, I didn't like this, and then be done
and
with
then
it.
Just move on.
Yeah,
right. Exactly.
So,
but I mean, would you get? Well, I don't know. Would you get? I feel like with the streaming era, you wouldn't have got. How many songs was on Certified Lover Boy? Like 20 something?
Yeah, like 20, yeah.
And how many was on Donda?
Like 25, yeah.
You wouldn't have got that many songs. I feel like I wouldn't have been able, like I said with Kanye's album, Donda, I wouldn't have got bored like I did. It would have been way more precise because back then you actually had to, as far as I know, the record labels only paid for 10 songs. And whatever you did after that was all on you. That's out of your pocket. So you would have got 12, maybe 13 concise songs and it would have been done from there. So I probably wouldn't have got so bored with this Kanye West album if it were way more precise. But with all these filler tracks like fucking anime episodes, I'm like, no, I'm gone. I'm past.
But that's most albums though. Cause like I feel like with most albums, if you take away in the streaming era, if you take away 5 of your least favorite tracks, that album is great. Yeah. If you take away 5.
But I think that's what's hurting. That's what's hurting the quality of whole albums. Like, you know me, I will play a whole album. Like I don't make a playlist or whatever. Like, okay, I'm listening to this album.
So what determines if you play an album or not? Because typically you like Kanye, but you ain't listened to the last 3 Kanye albums.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Kanye in a while.
So why? Is it because he's got so popular over time?
No. Like even it's a lot of things Kanye's done like outside of music that I just don't agree with, and I feel like he's been hurting the black community way more than he's been helping lately. And the way he's trying to get back into black people's good graces is through God and, you know, all this stuff. Because a lot of us come up in the church. A lot of us gravitate towards that. So that's one of the ways to get back in our good graces. See, I don't think that's the way to get back into our graces, because I think it is, because once he did it, everybody's like, oh man, cool, he turned around, he saved, he this, he that, and it's like, no, he turned around selling socks for $300.
Yo, did you see the message when he told that dude to go find God?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this
that was funny as hell.
That's a bar.
he said stop texting, go find God.
Stop texting me. Go find God. That's a bar.
I want to say it to my manager so bad.
I would say that my last day. Like, stop calling me. Go find God. Stop calling me. Go find God.
But if he were to put out music, like gospel music, and it was absolutely trash and people found no redeeming qualities about it,
I said, see, I don't even think this is gospel music. I don't think Donda was a gospel album. It was called a gospel album because it wasn't cursing or whatever on it. But even he had to bleep out some of Fabio Foreign's verses, or some of his words or whatever. That's not a gospel album just because you titled it that. Like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that this album was a gospel album. Like, no, I'm sorry. You can't fool me. Now the last one with the choir and all that stuff.
Oh, Jesus is King.
Yeah, maybe I could consider that more so a gospel album. But this is not a gospel album. This is just an album without cursing on it. Mm-hmm. And it got some God sprinkled in there. You know what I mean?
Sprinkle some Jesus on top.
Yeah, just sprinkle some Jesus on top, and these niggas will love it. Like, but yeah, that's how I feel. Like, cause I don't think any of these songs you can actually play in church.
If you wanted to, you could. you could play. You know what? It's I don't have the track list in front of me, okay. But I know for a fact it's 2 songs where it's just like straight choir and like Kanye rapping. But
but what is he talking about?
Jesus.
Okay.
And Kim.
See, nah. I ain't
you can talk about Kim. You can talk about your love life in the gospel song. If you deviate from God for 6 bars, it's no longer a gospel song.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, G. Thank you for making my point.
Man, in bars 4 and 7, there was a lack of praise.
Yes.
We're going to now put you in the hip hop category.
Exactly. But nah, I'm off. I don't know. I'm kind of, as much as I would like to get back into Kanye music, I don't know. I'm kind of off Kanye right now. Like, some of the stuff he do, like I said, that Off the Grid was just fire. It
was. And Fabio killed it.
Like, it's some stuff that's just undeniable. Like, I don't care how much you don't like somebody or don't like what they do or whatever. It's some stuff they do that's just undeniable. Like I said, Drake and Ross, you cannot tell me that Drake is bad. Like, no, this nigga's fire together.
If they put like a 8-song EP on Spotify with just features that they've done already, I would download it.
What? Oh my god! Like, it's so great. It is so great.
That shit'll be number 5 at least.
Nigga, what? But what's up with this Life of the Party that came out? Like, so apparently that's the best song Drake released this year. Life of the Party by Kanye West and Andre 3000.
Yeah.
But it's released by Drake.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, what's up with that? First, did you hear it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was alright.
It was alright.
It was alright.
Andre 3000 top 5 Dead or Alive.
Andre 3000 verse was cool.
Top 5 Dead or Alive. Quit playing with me.
No, it was cool.
I like going that far.
No, it was cool. I liked his verse. I liked what he said about his mama and how he was referring to Donda, like, tell my mama this or ask my mama this and stuff like that. I thought that was a fire ass concept. I have no beef with it. I have no beef with it. Like, say, I mean, it was cool. And like I said, that shit was trash. Like, no, it was cool. It was cool.
Shit was fire.
And then, like I said, Kanye apparently changed his verse to go at Drake.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I guess when Andre heard it, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard from a Kanye project, that's typical. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Kanye will always change some shit.
I'm pretty sure if you listen to it now, something gonna be changed now. Like, he's always updating.
Yeah.
So.
And that's something I would actually like to see, because I thought it was kind of cool when he did that with The Life of Pablo, when it initially released on Tidal, because it was only on Tidal for like a month, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then when it came to all the other streaming services, it was a different version. It was super similar, but things were different. Like, Chance's part was different, choirs were different. They had took Frank Ocean off and put Sia on and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it was like a couple of small, like, subtle changes to the overall project, but I appreciated the different version of it.
That's cool. How did you feel about on Certified Lover Boy? So this is one of the gripes I have with like the general Drake formula or whatever. But did you like the song with Jay-Z?
It was cool.
It was cool.
It was, and that was my thing about the album. Most of the songs on there were just cool. They were just cool. Like I said, the only song that made me go like was Girls Want Girls, 7 a.m. on Bertle Path. The one with what's the name? Ross and Wayne, and
See, I ain't even get to Rain verse. I gotta get to Rain verse. I ain't even listen to it like that.
See, this nigga don't even be listening to music for real.
When Ross came on, I lost my shit.
And it was what's the other one? Into Deep got some. Into Deep is kind of cool. Like I said, everything is just kind of cool. Everything's just kind of cool. But the only ones that like where I lost my shit was the three I said.
Okay,
Girls Want Girls, Bertle Path, and
see. So this is I'm gonna tell y'all. This is what I did when woke up that morning.
Probably a terrible way to listen to an album. Go ahead.
So this is what I did. First off, I opened it up and like
terrible.
This is so I went. So I don't support Spotify. I got YouTube Music. So I open YouTube Music or whatever, and I seen everybody talking about the album. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me
wait real quick. And that's one thing I don't like. Bro, if the album came on at 1 o'clock, you can't be talking about the album at 1:10.
Yeah.
You can't. Like you can't, bro. You on song 3.
The internet go internet. So
but
you know
see, and that's my thing, bro. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but everybody's not entitled to have their opinion validated.
Exactly.
Like you don't have the credentials, and you didn't even do the fucking project. It's 15 fucking songs. You listen to a random 3 that you heard about. Like,
this shit fire. This shit amazing. Album of the year.
So somebody hears Bertle Path, Girls Want Girls, and the Ross track, and they like, oh, this shit fire. But somebody hear TSU and like 2 other random songs, and they be like, oh, this shit was trash.
Right.
Well, both y'all niggas got 20 other songs to listen to. Nigga, like finish the fucking assignment.
Right. So look, that's actually something somebody said on a podcast I listened to. They were like so many people, like if you critique music, you should outright say your biases. And I totally agree with that. Like I come and tell you, I don't listen to this person, but this was good, this was bad. Take it with a grain of salt because I'm biased. Like that's just how I am.
So real quick, how you develop a musical bias? Because I can't see myself having not a
musical bias. Like I'm just biased against that person. Like I'm just so. That's
but that too, because I feel like if you for me, if you create music, I judge it. I view it as like a meritocracy, bro. Like your music that you have presented to me determines how I like view you as an artist, but I will always give you a fair shot if I feel like it's deserved. So like say I feel like Drake earned it. Every time Drake comes out with an album, Drake has earned for me to listen to his album. Kanye has earned. Eminem has earned. Lil Wayne has earned. But then you will get somebody random like don't get me wrong. Like I love Royce. I think Royce is good. But I'm not going to listen to a whole Royce album. Like I'm going to need to hear some songs like throughout my life or throughout my day or throughout my week or whatever to make me go like, you know what? I'm going to listen to this album.
Nah, see, Wayne not gonna miss my stream. Drake not gonna miss my stream. Like I feel like there's a lot of people that you named will not miss my stream.
See, but it's not it's not about them building up streams. It's not like a bad bitch on Instagram or something because I do not give them no likes at all. But
it gets no love,
no loves. And, but if there are artists that I like, I will stream them. Like Black Bear. Don't nobody fucking listen to Black Bear but me. But I listen to his shit whenever it come out.
Mm-hmm. But that's just, I think that's personal preferences. Like you like Black Bear Pyre the same way I like Royce or whatever. So like so anything Royce drop, I'm gonna listen to it. Period. The same thing. I guess same way you were saying with Black Bear. But to get back on what I was saying. So I open YouTube Music or whatever, and everybody talking about this Jay-Z verse. So I scrolled to like, okay, Jay-Z, so Jay-Z is in that category where I'm gonna listen to whatever you put out. Mm-hmm. So I, even like on the last Khaled album, Nas and Jay-Z on the song, fuck your other songs, where Nas and Jay-Z song at. Mm-hmm. So I found the Drake and Jay-Z song, played it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was very dull to me. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm waiting for this whole verse to come on. And I know exactly the line everybody, clamoring over. Mm-hmm. Y'all, what he said? I can't even remember what he said.
Price to everything but the value of nothing?
No, that was a good bar. But it was talking about loyalty, and the best thing I didn't do was build with you. I could have killed you, shit like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is how I feel about a lot of Drake shit. If it seems like it's so Instagrammable topic, like Instagrammable caption, and I hate that.
So you fought in Drake for something Jay-Z said?
No, as a whole, because even it's a lot of stuff on in Drake's there's a lot of stuff Drake say, not on this project, but even in the past. It's an Instagram caption. Like, don't nobody want, like, I don't care about those surface level, like, it's a surface level bar. It's such a cliche. Like, you could have went way harder than that. Like, you could have did so much more than that.
See,
and
with
the Jay-Z bar, I'm like, dude, like I know I'm gonna have to hear this, or I'm gonna read this line for the next 3 weeks on every Instagram caption with you and your two friends.
But the thing is though, his music's not for you. Like because clearly you like a certain brand of music, you like a certain type of music. You like this Royce, this Lupe, you like these convoluted double entendres and all this other shit. I'm surprised you don't listen to battle rap casually. I'm surprised you don't.
It's too many gun bars. Like,
It is a lot of gun bars.
Like, no, like,
niggas
no.
got a military.
Man,
But what the fuck was I saying?
Just I like a certain type of music.
Yeah, you like a certain type of music, and that music's not for you. So Drake is a very popular artist. His music is very general. It applies to as many people as possible, and that's not you, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to appeal to people, light-skinned niggas like me. He has to appeal to women and all of this other things, because that's his fan base. That's his fan base, light-skinned niggas and women. Okay, so that surface level shit ate it up. Nigga, I'm too sexy. Yes, nigga.
That hit for y'all. That hit for y'all. I don't get it.
So, but it's not for you to get because it's not for you.
Obviously not.
No, speaking of shit who makes shit that's not for nobody, do you think Chance's last album was for anybody?
I think it was. Good shot.
Yeah.
I think it was. I really do. Because if you listen to it, it's not as bad as everybody say it was. Is it bad for a Chance album? Yes. It's not as good as, it's nowhere near as good as Coloring Book. It's not as good as Acid Rap. And it's not as good as 10 Day. It might be like his lowest tier or whatever. But I feel like this is a question I had asked you, pre-pod or whatever. Do you think Chance killed it, or do you think Chance's career is dead? And my follow-up question to that is, if it's dead, who killed it? Because I don't think he killed his career with this particular album. I think, did he shoot it? Yes, but he didn't kill it. I think somebody came in and was like, fuck it, that nigga dead. Like, when it really wasn't dead yet. Like, he could have, I feel like the lengths he went to, like, so he was responsible for Kanye going on this whole gospel trip or whatever. Because around the time of Coloring Book is when around the time he was making Coloring Book is when the time he started working with Kanye or whatever. And then, of course, Kanye fashion, grab hold of that or whatever, took it and ran with it.
Kakashi Sensei.
Exactly. But from there or whatever, he went on this whole run of, pro Jesus or whatever. Pro Jesus this, going on Instagram Live, reading like Corinthians and Philippians. Like, those are not like, if you're in your book, your Bible, like, that's not something you just sit on a live and read or whatever. Like, those are very like, study kind of books or whatever. But kudos to him for doing it or whatever. But yeah, for a long time he went on these things or whatever, and I feel like people that liked his more acid rap, 10 Day stuff like that, just did not rock with it or whatever. But for me, I felt like it was still good. It was still good music. You still play it. I play it every now and again. Not recently, but I did play it like a couple times here and there or whatever. I just feel like fans or people, social media killed his career before he was ready to actually finish his career.
Now, like you said, I don't think his career is finished. I think his career is salvageable because he is good. He has a distinctive voice. He has a distinctive sound. And
he's good at rapping, good at songwriting.
Yeah, so I think with the right album, the right records, and the right push, he can make a comeback. If Tyga can do it, Chance can do it.
See, unpopular opinion, I've always liked Tyga.
You have.
Like, I've always liked Tyga.
So, and so like I was saying, to me, music is based on merit. So, from listening to Chance prior stuff and then Coloring Book, because when Coloring Book had came out, I had said, because it came out the week after Views, and I remember saying Coloring Book is better than Views. And so he earned that next album listen from me. So when the Big Day dropped, good album cover though, I'll give him that.
Great album.
And I was listening to it and I just could not fuck with none of these songs.
Yeah.
I was at work, I'm in the back counting money and shit, so I'm doing something chill. I can listen to this album. The only song that hit me was Handsome. Like, and then like I'm doing something, he got some hot shower shit. Like hot like, what the fuck is you doing? Like I didn't see that's not for me. That's what I thought, but apparently it wasn't for anyone. Like, cause everybody who listened didn't like it. But I didn't let anybody else's view like impact mine, because I had listened to the album on my own. Then I'm like, damn, this shit kind of trash. And then I looked online and I'm like, validation.
Everybody was saying this.
Validation.
Like I said, I don't think it was trash. I just don't think it was and comparing it to him, it was trash. Compared it to his old work, like he should not have put this out. He could have waited. And actually he's being sued by his manager for that album.
Because he fired his manager after that album, didn't he? Yeah,
he fired, like the manager was like, "Nay, we shouldn't put this out or whatever with the whoop." And then, you know, of course, the numbers didn't come back for the manager to get his cut off of it. And he was like, "Look, nigga, I told you not to put this album out." And he like, "Look, you gone, you fired, whatever." And so now the manager is suing him for losses or whatever.
After that album, everybody needs to be fired.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I liked it. I didn't like it enough. Actually, I don't remember any of the song titles. But I'm pretty sure if the songs came on, I would listen to them. I would, you know.
Yeah, no. Only song I rocked with was "Handsome" with Meg Thee Stallion. That was it.
I feel like it was another. Did you ever heard it twice? Was she on there twice?
I don't know.
So apparently this album was supposed to be listened to, like the Big Day wasn't, because this was like his quote unquote debut album, but it wasn't. It was the Big Day wasn't supposed to be in reference to the day it dropped. It was supposed to be in reference to his wedding day. Right. So it was apparently, and from what he's saying, apparently it was supposed to be made for you to listen to at like the reception of his wedding or whatever, shit like that. But you know.
Bro, if I'm at a nigga wedding reception and hot shower come on, bro.
I got like it was bad later.
Like, yo, I am leaving.
Jumping out the boot.
See, that's something that a nigga with a cash bar would do. Oh, bro, at y'all wedding, are y'all gonna have a cash bar or open bar?
Who said I ain't even engaged yet, bro? Like, what you throwing this shot?
Bro, I'm just saying open bar, bro. That's all I'm saying.
As long as you pay for it.
Now, that might be my gift to y'all.
As long as you pay for it.
No shit else.
As long as you pay for it. As long as you pay for it.
So all in all, you didn't like Coloring Book, or you liked it, or you didn't like it like that?
Coloring Book,
not Coloring Book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Big Day. I liked it first listen, but I didn't go back to it. So I say that.
Was that a YouTube Music thing too, or
no? I was at the time I had Google Music.
Google Music.
Yeah, I had Google Music before they switched over or whatever. But yeah. So yeah, that's all. I was thinking about that because I heard a couple verses from Chance, and I was like, man, like he hasn't come out with nothing really new lately or whatever. Well, he had that 65th Ingleside and a couple other songs or whatever, like a little 3-pack. And then he always doing like collab projects with like Jeremiah and all the other people.
I like his verse on that Justin Bieber, that Holy.
I don't listen to Justin Bieber. I don't know.
But you ain't hear the song though?
No.
Okay, we'll listen to that after the pod because he kind of ripped it. Okay. I mean, Chance, not Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Like,
I believe you. I'm just not giving credence to a Justin Bieber song.
So. Why?
This nigga harmonized nigger. He harmonized nigger. I'm not doing that. I'm not. No, you get no play in this Serato. you get no play. No, nothing. I'm sorry.
I bet that got him a ton of YouTube downvotes.
I bet he did.
Yo, speaking of YouTube downvotes, bro, what is the value of a like?
What is the value of a like?
Yeah, and this is why I asked, because I was talking to my brother and my cousin, and my cousin said he would go shopping with this guy for his restaurant or something like that, and the guy from the restaurant would see his pictures, or he felt like he would see his pictures, but he wasn't liking his pictures. So because he's not liking his photos, he's like, you know what? I ain't shopping at your restaurant no more. since you don't want to like my photos. And I'm like, you go stop shopping somewhere you shop because the nigga don't like your photos on Instagram and Facebook. I'm like, you 30 something, my guy. Like, and I'm like, well, what is the value of this like? I want to know. So I'm asking you about, like, what is the value of a like?
Okay, so if we thinking about it from a what's it called? From like social clout, social status standpoint, I think that a like is very high in value. Like we've seen or we've heard relationships break up over, you know, somebody liking somebody's picture or whatever.
Right.
We've seen people blow up off the right person liking that photo or whatever. So in general, I think it all varies depending on the situation you're talking about. In some cases, the more likes you get, the more it'll go to other people.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. Like, not all likes are created equal.
Exactly.
So, like I said, I feel like, to me, like a Facebook, I mean, I don't have no algorithms in front of me, of course, but like, I would probably say if you're a non-business page, your Facebook likes are at the bottom. And then like Instagram likes might be above it, and at the top I would say are YouTube likes.
Yeah,
because at least on YouTube, if you get likes, it'll push your things to like different playlists. It'll make them show up as more suggested, as like next to play and all of the other stuff, which means money for like the creator. So in YouTube, okay, a like means something.
Exactly.
But for Facebook and Instagram, like, I'm having trouble trying to find the value of that like.
Yeah, you can't really put a price on the Facebook or Instagram like from a business standpoint. But like you said with YouTube, you can almost directly correlate. Okay, this like, you know, got me to this playlist, which got me one more view, which probably tipped the scale to get me to 1 million, or it's got me to 1,000 to get me to this, and that's what got me my check. So like you can almost break it down that way or whatever. Facebook and Instagram is it's a little bit harder, especially if you're a non-business page. If you're just doing it just for your own social clout, own social status, like it's almost irrelevant. Other than, you know, oh, I got 1,000 likes on this picture. I got, you know, I never get anything that high. Like the most I got is high like 25, 30, like whatever.
Right. Like, so I'd be happy to see the names turn to numbers. Like,
right. So, well, I can't say that. The only times my thing goes, my likes go over 25 is when it's like something dealing with India, like India. Like our 5-year anniversary. Oh, I could have brought that up. Our 5-year,
you can.
Our 5-year anniversary was September 5th. That Sunday, and so like, man, like, which was I made the post at like 7:00 at night, right before you went to the movies, and it got like 150 likes, and I'm like, can y'all, like, I love that y'all love us. Like, can y'all take that same energy? You know what I mean? Like keep that 150 right there. Like, I'm thankful for y'all loving us. You know, can y'all prove that's over here too? You know, but you know, haters, whatever.
Yeah, no, they said I love you. Y'all not really.
Right? Fuck y'all.
I mean, cause I remember at one point, I think Twitter or somebody was talking about disabling likes.
Yeah.
I remember Kanye was talking about it too.
Yeah. And
I'm not against it.
I'm against it.
Okay, I'm not against it because I feel like too many people do too many things and say too many things for likes. People say shit they don't mean. People do shit like just cause for likes. Like, girls are half naked on the internet for likes. I guarantee if like you couldn't get a like for being half naked, they would stop being half naked. Or if you have to show nipple to get a like, all the bitches will be showing nipple because they need just like. Right. And I feel like a lot of people are set up to kind of equate the worth or value of themselves to these likes. And I don't think that's cool. So like, if you used to get in, and I've seen it. Like, girls be getting like 200, 300 likes or whatever. And then something that happened. Then they likes to go down. They start getting 50, 60 likes. Then they got to post a bikini photo with the ass out.
Got to re-up.
Got to get it back up to 300, 400. You know what I'm saying? They got to get it back up.
Got to re-up.
And I'm saying that's too much. That's disingenuous.
I'm against turning off for the likes and stuff, because it happened on Instagram for like a week. At one point I couldn't see, you know, how many people liked a certain photo or whatever, because that was something they were getting ready to roll out. but they were doing it from a mental health standpoint. Like, you know, you got these young people on the app or whatever. They not getting as many likes. And they feel like in real life they're not as popular, and online they're not as popular. They're not as valued as somebody else or whatever, and it's causing them to, you know, unfortunately do physical harm to themselves, stuff like that. Now, as much as I understand that standpoint, if you're a man to fuck up, like, yo, if you don't cut the fucking app off, like, yo, go outside and do something. If you go out, I guarantee, if you go outside and do something, you'll be popular. I guarantee it. Even if you're bad at something, do you know how many times we know the person by name who's garbage at basketball?
Oh yeah.
We know the person by name who's great at basketball. Yeah. If you just go outside and do something, I guarantee you'll be popular. Period. That's my answer to that.
What does that have to do with the likes, nigga?
Because it's so, again, it's about social status, social currency that these young people feel like they're not getting, and that's why they wanted to cut the likes off or whatever. I'm totally against it because I feel like as in this new age of the new age we in on the internet, people are able to monetize their social media. So if you got a page or whatever and you getting, you know, 1,000, 2,000, even 300-400 likes or, you know, follows and all that stuff, if you're getting constant interaction, we're now seeing people getting ad deals and sponsorships and stuff like that. So if you cut that stuff off, then now you'll have to go directly to the Facebook or the Instagram to see, hey, how many likes this person get or how many likes that person get? I want to know so I can sponsor them. And then Facebook and Instagram be like, well, no, don't sponsor them. Give us the money and we'll just pay the ads, you know, whatever. So I feel like that takes away the upward, what's it called?
Trajectory?
No, not trajectory. Upward mobility of people getting their own money and not having to go through these big tech companies or whatever. So that's one of the things. That's the reason I'm against it.
So I get what you're saying. So what if it was like, let's say, only pages that were set up as personalities or businesses had they likes shown? So I feel like that's fair, because if you care about your likes that much and you're this influencer and all of this other shit, you would set up an additional page or whatever, like a separate page from your personal page, like kind of like how like the people I watch on YouTube, like they have a personal page or whatever, but they also have their Facebook like group page or whatever for like their personality or whatever, and that's where all of their business things are conducted. So when they post like a ad or they post like a photo or something, it's on their business side anyway. It's not on their personal side.
Yeah, but I don't like that. Just because like they're still.
You don't even know why you don't like it.
No, I'm trying to phrase it properly. Social currency is still like getting a like is it. They say it activates that dopamine effect, being able to see, you know, how many people like your stuff or whatever.
Okay,
like,
well, what if you could get the like, but only you could see it?
That's cool.
All right.
That's cool.
All right.
That's cool. But no, I want to start on these niggas. I want to flex. I want to flex. What you talking about? No, I want you to know that you got 10, I got 11. Like, I want everybody to see.
No, see, and I don't know if it's me. I just don't care. And I'm probably kind of salty about likes in a way, just because, you know, coming up, you know, I did music or whatever, right? I kind of still do, but like I did music, and
all right, Rihanna.
And I would post my music, I would post my videos or whatever, and I would actually go on my way. I'd be like, yo, check this out, listen to this or whatever, some free shit, and like leave a like or whatever on the thing,
right?
And people just always entirely too fucking busy, or they just didn't want to fucking do it, which is really what it boils down to. They didn't want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
And no, so fuck that. Like, I'd rather not have to worry about the like. And then when I started getting likes, it was from fucking strangers anyway.
But I mean, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Like, I've learned to not, in this particular area of life, like business wise, I've learned I don't care about like the close inner circle, family and friends who do or do not support. My goal is the millions of other people that will support. So that's my whole goal in general. Like I don't like I'm go share it to all my friends and family, whatever. And if you like it, you don't. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool.
And that draws me to like the initial point I was making, because when my brother and my cousin, they was talking about it, they was saying that if you don't like they stuff and you a close personal friend, that means you really don't fuck with them. If you don't like they photo.
That's not true.
I know it's not.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. I mean, I think I think it depends. It depends. If it's just like some personal shit that you posted, like I don't expect you to like a selfie that I posted. But if I post, hey, my new hoodie just dropped, go like it. Yeah. Please. That's all. Now again, I still stand by my point. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. But I know how to draw the line between, I don't expect anybody to like a selfie of mine. But you know what I mean, I would more appreciate it if you like one of these things over here that I'm actually trying to make a living off of. But yeah, I don't believe that. And that even goes into the whole thing, like people making a big deal out of if a picture has all the laugh reacts and you put the like react, you a hater. Like, no, I'm just not about to sit here and take the time to do that shit. I like it. It's funny. I laughed in real life. I laughed in real life. Not online. I laughed in real life and I liked it. Keep on going. Like, that's just how I am.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I am most of the time too. So I don't be wanting to scroll across. So if I see something with a whole bunch of heart emojis and then like the little Karen heart and shit,
you won't even react.
I don't even know.
Exactly.
No.
See, and see what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't even be like that. You should have the freedom to hit the like as everybody else do what the fuck they want to do. But you should have the freedom to hit the like and keep on going.
But that's how it used to be back in the day until they added reacts.
Exactly.
But they needed more options because they'd be like, like my mama died, yeah. And all you could do was like it. You like that my mama died? Like, you know what I'm saying? So they like, no, we needed more options. And now they've got more options and people become dependent on these other options, or they seek these other options to where the standard like is just like, you just liked it?
Right.
See, and that's what I'm saying, dog. It's too much. It's too much. Disable the shit. You can see it if you want to see it. Don't nobody else need to know.
Give me the option to, if I want them to be shown. Put it that way. Give me the option if I want them to be shown. I think that's
and I feel like it should go both ways. So like, if you want to show your likes, you can show your likes, but I have to want to see your likes. So you can't just impose your likes on me. I don't want to see your likes.
Oh, then you gonna see me balling.
No, I don't see nobody likes. Damn, like just scroll through like, ain't nobody got not one fucking like. This is crazy. except these 2 business pages. That's it.
No, nobody fuck with these things.
It. And before we get off of it, man, I just want to say that if you are a spam poster, you can't expect me to go through.
Oh, no.
So, like, when you're doing like your stuff for your business, you'll post like 10 things.
Yeah.
I'll like one and I'll share one.
Yeah.
And I saw the other 9.
Yeah.
I saw them.
Look, that's cool. I have my days where I'll sit and I'm finna post everything. And I just do it. I just rapid fire it. I know ain't nobody gonna fuck with it, but as long as you scroll past it and you saw it, that's what I'm happy. That's what I'm happy about. You scroll past it, you saw it, that's it. So yeah, I'm guilty of it. I'm definitely guilty of that. Definitely guilty of that. So,
what you got for these last 7 minutes? Anything you want to touch on?
I don't really have anything, man.
We can talk about the content that we shot, the Black Talk Interactive.
Yeah, Black Talk Interactive coming soon.
Yo, but we can't put out that 1v1.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't.
No, don't be a hater, G.
Bobby, we can't.
Don't be a hater, G. We can always go back with the new one.
We can just act like that one never happened.
No,
bro,
we can always go back with the new one.
Bruh,
we can always go back.
Bro,
with the
Bobby,
new one.
that first one is not entertaining, bro.
We can always go back.
Bobby, getting blew out 1-11 is not entertaining.
We can always go back.
No,
it was to watch the video, but hear our banter back and forth. I think it's entertaining, man. Don't let G be a hater all his life, y'all. Tell him to put the video out.
Nigga, you edited it. I'm not editing that, bro. That's terrible, bro. I'm not.
Put the video out.
No, man.
Put the video out. It's bro, content.
Bobby, I lost 1-11 and I think 2-11.
Dog,
nobody wants to see that. See, at least on the 2K22, like I said, it was like 10-12. That one was exciting. That one was entertaining.
Put the video out. Yeah. Drop them.
Nah,
Drop
see,
them.
I'm gonna do the 3v3.
Everybody point and laugh. Everybody point and laugh.
I'm gonna do the 3v3 and I'm gonna do the injury game.
G a hater, y'all.
Bro, that 1v1 was not it.
G a hater.
It just wasn't it, bro.
G a hater. And look, I'm gonna just say it like this. I don't play 2K at all. Like, so what we I ain't even gonna talk about it. I don't play 2K. This was a simulated game. We didn't it wasn't like I actually beat them. The computer one computer beat another computer. That's what it was. Yeah. But I think he should put it out because it's very entertaining. It was very good content. And we sat in here for like 3 hours recording this shit. You better put this shit out.
I'm going to put the other 2 out.
No. Drop them all. Drop them all, man.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what the schedule allows.
This nigga off for 2 weeks.
No, I go back Tuesday. I don't even want to go, bro.
Man, I was just off last week and I ain't do. It feels so good to do nothing. It feels so good. I actually, I can plug my little new venture. I started my YouTube channel for Royal Lineage Apparel, and I think I'm gonna do. I think I haven't figured out the like welcome video yet to like really target a certain demographic on YouTube or whatever. But once I figure it out, it'll be up by next Sunday. That's when all my videos drop. It's already 2 videos up. If y'all want to go check them out, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. Working on my fall stuff. I got sweatshirts and flannels dropping this fall. And I'm actually like heavy working towards. Like I worked so much overtime last week to try to get all the stuff I need to make sure they'll be out by the end of the month. So that right before it get like really, really cold, it'll be out. But yeah, that's about it.
Real quick, I'm a YouTube guy. What kind of content are you posting on your YouTube channel?
So as of right now, it's the same photo shoot, but it's from 2 different perspectives. Like you get to see the like build up for me actually printing the clothes or whatever for episode 1. Episode 1 is a vlog titled "A Day in the Life." You get to see the progress of the process of me printing the clothes and everything I do to get ready, and then behind the scenes of like the actual shoot, like a quick little time lapse video of us going through the shoot, and then the second video is actual footage of the shoot. So you don't get to see it from. You get to see it from a more cinematic point of view. Like it actually looks like a well-produced video or whatever, not just behind the scenes. But later, I would like to do teaching moments about how to start a clothing line, how to do your printing, stuff like that. I just got to get the time to actually do all of that stuff and get it all ready. But eventually, I would like it to be a hub for people can go to and, learn tips and tricks and all of that stuff about how to start a clothing line, how to run it, things that I do versus what everybody else do, stuff like that. So more educational, informative, and then you'll get sneak peeks of the following season's collection. So if you watch the YouTube videos, you will see. In the fall, you will see what's coming out in the winter. In the winter, you will see what's coming out in the spring. And then you will actually, somewhere throughout the video, it's going to be a coupon code, like sprinkled in there or whatever, and you can get so much money off of, if you decide to order that item.
Bro, drop your shorts, bro, and stop playing.
All right. That's all I can say. All right. I'm going to do it next year, but because it's going to get cold now. But they still sit in that box. Yeah. But all right, I got you.
My girl was like, "Yeah, these boys nice."
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a pair.
Remind me before I go, dog.
Yeah, I meant to give them to you at the party. Not party. That's what it turned into. It turned into a party, but the barbecue.
Yeah. bro, they said I was spazzing on them heads up, bro.
You was going nutty, dog. Why?
Bro, why my girlfriend bring the team back like that? Them niggas was down 7.
Down 6. She's down 6. We won by 3.
Dog, and I think we didn't even have a chance to go back, man, because she came back and won. I'm like,
Rapid fire too.
Like,
Bow, 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 bow,
bro,
bow.
she caught fire like clay, bro.
Yes,
like
yes.
no dribbles, nigga.
That was clutch. That was clutch.
Like she brought that shit up the other day. I'm like, shut the fuck up, right?
So I'm going home. Playing 2K.
I'm like, you remember this one time, and then she got mad. She ain't like that one. Yeah, when I remember the time, she don't like that.
No, why? So it was one. The word was mimes, and she was like, my girl was guessing, and your girl was giving the clues or whatever, and she was like, what we drink at brunch, and my girl was like, mimosas. She's like, yeah, that's it, and I'm like. so look, my dumb ass I'm behind your girl, and I'm doing the brick wall mime thing, and I'm like, and she was like, yeah, that's it, and they threw the card, and they had the point, and I'm like, at the end, I'm like, y'all know that wasn't mimosas, right? She's like, it was mimosa. I'm like, that says mimes. Oh man, I'm like I legit like had the Nick Young like. Like,
yo, let me tell you, Melvin had me so tight, bro. No, like this nigga had me tight twice.
The birds will feather fly together,
man. And your girl's cousin, bro. That nigga has never.
Oh,
bro. That nigga has failed to perform every time. But Melvin, bro. The thing was, birds of a feather.
Yeah.
I'm like flock together, and he said. Birds. And I'm like, say the whole thing. He like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? What? Nigga, what birds flock together? And nigga looking at me like I'm the bad guy. Like, nigga, I'm trying to win. And then you know, our girl's guy friend was over there. He said, "Me, I feel like you take this shit kind of serious or whatever."
Yes.
And I'm like, I just don't like to lose. And then he said, "Man, I don't know if I want to play with you." And I'm like, I don't want you on my team with that attitude, nigga. Like the fuck,
nigga, I passed you the ball, shoot the shot.
Like nigga, told something you don't want to play. You ain't even get in the game, nigga. Like
get your ass on the bench, nigga.
I play for Dubs, bro.
Injury reserve ass nigga.
Bro, I play for Dubs. I'm sure he'd be great, but
I don't know. Well, no, he might be. He might be pretty good. He might be pretty good. I wouldn't put on my team though. I wouldn't risk it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we all know who the good players are, and we all know who the trash players are.
Man, that's crazy. When we was in Chicago playing, I had my girl on my team. She was all drunk and fucking useless. But then she played a night and she went to catch fire. Like, no, what was this in Chicago, motherfucker?
I feel like at the end of the day, it should just be like I know they like playing on teams together. They love girl versus boys. Like they love it.
I don't know why.
Because they a clique. They've been that way since like day one. Before we came around, they've been girl versus boys. So like eventually we got to get back to it.
What if they found out niggas wasn't the enemy?
next time on Black Talk Podcast. Tune in next time on the Black Talk Podcast.
Like, oh no. Oh man.
That'll be hilarious. All right, man. When we getting out of here. You got any music you want to play? No. Oh no, we can't because I didn't order the cord.
From last month. All right. That nigga episode 14, like, niggas, yeah, I'm gonna get that bitch.
Niggas out here lacking.
Man.
Yeah, I gotta get a new aux cord, y'all. I'm out here lacking. That's my only job and I ain't do it. But I'm gonna get one. We gonna have some new music dropping. Matter of fact, you working on music? No.
Oh, actually I am.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm actually working on the EP, like a 4 or 5 song EP.
Okay.
And I think I got like 3 or 4 done. And it's called Another Breakup EP.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah.
Simple, to the point.
Yeah.
Drake.
Oh, and I'm working on. I finished my video podcast thing I'm doing.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm doing these video interviews with business owners in Detroit. Mm-hmm. So we pretty much talk about like how they got where they are, what their goals are. We talk business at the beginning. We talk chill at the end. And I actually got a trailer coming out in a couple of weeks. Once I have an official date on when I'm going to drop it, that's when I'm going to drop the trailer. Because I'm going to have the date in the trailer. So I got a business-oriented, this real inspirational-looking trailer. And then I got this one chill trailer where it's kind of go left, but it's nice. Because my girl accused me of yelling at bitches, but I didn't. I see how she could see to say that, but like that's not really what it was.
I see what you're saying.
It was taken. It's literally taken out of context. It's a montage. So
that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but that's it.
Provocative. Get the people going. Speaking of albums and EPs and all that stuff or whatever, real quick, why are Drake's covers so bad when they first come out, but then later everybody love them?
Because
I think the only one that was great was Take Care. I love that one.
Take Care is a great cover.
I love that cover. But everything else, I'm like, that was trash.
Because you get that you get nostalgia when you see it. So when you see them album covers, you think back to that time. So when I think Nothing Was the Same, you see him looking to the side, and I think of where I was, like who I was talking to, what I was doing, and shit like that. And it takes me back to a place, and then those coverage create a fondness for you.
Real quick, off top of your head, if you could think of it, what is your favorite album cover? Do you have one?
My favorite album cover? No. I would probably have to I'd probably have to look, bro. I've been through so many different albums. I don't know.
I know. See, it took me back to the days when I used to buy albums. I actually brought Lupe Fiasco Food and Liquor twice. I bought it once digital, and then back when iTunes was around, and then I brought it physical. And so mine would have to be a tie between Food and Liquor and The Cool. I love The Cool album.
So they're both Lupe albums.
Yeah, but the cover art is amazing. Like I love The Cool cover art.
Oh, I might go watch The Throne.
That was fire. That was fire. That was a good album cover. That was a good album cover for real. And Graduation was fire. I like Graduation a lot.
Graduation was fire too.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just came in my head. I'm like, I do not like this emoji album cover, and then I could see how this is going to be great. And the reason why it's going to be great is just like if you read This Is Too Late, it's going to be recreated by everybody, and that's why it's going to be so.
Yeah,
great.
that font is its own thing.
Yeah.
So
now that's why it's going to be so great now. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't like it, but I see that it's going to make me like it. So whatever.
Enjoy it, bitch.
Right. All right, man. We out of here.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.